Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Darla Lucian of Darla Lucian Studios, and we are here going to work in a little golden book, Donald Duck's toy sailboat, altered golden book. And so I have just marked a few things and we're going to work on these. But before we get started on that, I'm just going to ask you to hit the like button. You know you're going to like it later, so you might as well like it now so you don't forget. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed. I love that, people are finding the channel, and definitely the more subscribed, the more that we'll find it. And for you, hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when there's new videos up. Comment. I love to hear your comments. We're starting to get some great chat on some of the videos, so definitely leave a comment and I will definitely respond back to you. Share with other crafty people, and let's keep the inspiration rolling. All right, so I'm just going to kind of show you what I'm thinking, where these have come from, and then we're going to get crafting. So I have some different pieces here of what I think we're going to do. So on this page, these two items have come out of here, and so we're going to do something to decorate those. So just remembering that this is already decorated, so we need something simple. There's a little stenciling on a coffee dyed paper, so it's already got a lot of pattern going. Then we're going to make, this is a digital print that I put on chipboard or packaging, I think. And I'm going to use it to slide under here, which goes fine. But the problem is that it kind of disappears under there. It's just exactly the right size. So we want to put a tab on it. I'm not exactly sure what tab yet. And then here, this page is white, very white. And so I thought what we would do is just make a flippy outy extra journaling spot there. So we might actually just start with this one. These other ones require a little bit of thought. This one's going to be simple. I'll just move this out of the way to begin with. So this is just a piece of a magazine page from a quilting magazine, I think. I like the pattern. I thought the color was good. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this sheet of coffee dyed copy paper, and I'm just going to take a piece of that and glue this on, and then that'll be the backing. It will also give it a little more stability, and it will allow us to have some writing space while still having some texture. So to glue this, we're going to just use my little glue stick. Always falls to the bottom of my cup. I should just leave it out. Alright, so I'm just using Oohoo, and we're going to glue on the back of this sheet because we know exactly the size it's going to be. We're going to use this whole piece. Hope you guys have been having a great day. I have been having some fun, getting some crafty stuff done. Hope you are too. Always fun to get creative. When do you guys like watching the videos? Do you guys watch first thing in the morning, or do you watch it later on in the day? I know some people are all about getting there right when the video comes up. And I get that, because I have a few people like, I cannot wait till their videos are up. Alright, so I tried to make that as close to the edge as possible so that I'm not wasting. And I'm going to use my Fiskars paper slicer just to get the edge on this straight. I think they can do a better job than me by hand. That's faster. I'm going to save this because I have a feeling we'll use that on another project. Alright, so then we're going to do this side. And I'm going to save this strip because we can stamp words on that. You might have seen me use some different words and things in the past, and I'm afraid that this is just going to crumple in the slicer, so I'm going to use my little scissors to get that. We are not worrying about saving that little shred. Okay. So now that we have that, we are going to put some of this along the side. And so I just want to see kind of how long I want it. About to there. And then, before I do this, I'm going to get my page ready. So it was the last one. So I put these little post-it notes in so I'd know where I was at. So I'm just using Oohoo, and this is the Blue Magic one. That's the one that's blue that turns white so you can tell where you put your glue down. And washi tape is low tack, so I always just add a little glue if I want it to be permanently in my book. If you don't want it to be permanent, if you want to have the option, then by all means, don't worry about it, right? Oops, let's make sure that we're kind of getting what we want here. Okay, so this is just up just a little high, so I'm just going to trim it. Oh, come on. Sorry if I'm a little off the camera. I just needed the angle because with it being in the book, it's not always so easy to get to. All right, so it's glued down on this side, but then I also want it to be glued on this side. So again, I'm going to just kind of eyeball it. Yeah, about there. And I'm going to cut it out. I'm liking the straight edge on this book. Alright. Boy, I'm just about out of that one. I really like this one. I don't know. My daughter had a mermaid journal. We used lots in there, and then I just started discovering all kinds of uses for it. It reminds me of the Northern Lights. It reminds me of water. It reminds me of, you know, butterfly or bug wings. And it seems like there's no end to uses for it. Alright. So like this. And again, I'm over a little bit, so I'm just going to trim this up. And that can come out. Where's my scissors at? There we go. Right, so that just flips open and allows us to write here and right here, but it gives a nice background to this. I decided to use that piece on the bag here, which I think is quite cute. So I did do, oh, this guy got tucked in from last time. I added this guy in here and this, and I added a few things since we last chatted. Put this on the edge here to just give it a little more sturdiness. We still have this one, which I wasn't inspired to do just yet. So we're just going to wait on that. Alright, let's work on this one because I kind of have an idea what I wanted to do with that one next. Get this guy out of the way. Alright, so that was this one. And so it just has like the chipboard back or the packaging back. So again, why don't we use some of this? And I like this darker corner here. So I might kind of put it right there. Well, let's try that. Oh, it's got a little more hoo-hoo. This is chipboard, so we'll see if this sticks on this. Or, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it. I know it's not going to stick all that well. So I'm doing glue stick over the whole thing, but then I'm going to do tacky glue around the edge. You do what you want to do, but I want this to stick. So I'm not worried about the center as much. That'll stick with the ooh-hoo if it's got the tacky glue supporting it. As the glue is oozing out, I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably be on my glue pad here. Alright. So just because this is a little thicker, I'm going to use my scissors. Come alongside here. Oops. Maybe I should have my glasses on. It's looking a little rough. Okay. So again, all these papers can be saved. They are useful. They work really good as like for stamping on. Okay. So that side looks great. We can even use this tool here just to smooth it. Actually, you know what? Again, it'd be smart if I was on my glue pad for this because it will pull some of the glue out maybe. And that just makes it nice and smooth, and so it'll make it easier for writing on. I'll have to wash up my desk after this. Alright, so then I was thinking of putting like a little tab on the side. And one thinking is, what if I use a ticket as a tab? Because it's in the right color story. Let's see. What do you have for choices here? Ooh, there's this teal one too. Just Kind of brings in the blues a bit more. So we have these ones, which we could use. I like this blue one, even though it's not as big as the other. But I definitely feel like it needs more definition. And this too. So I'm just going to distress ink. This is ground espresso. This re-inked an old stamp pad with the ground espresso. So let's just get some edge on there, a frame. You can do this while it's wet. It doesn't always take the color quite the same way, just because the paper already is saturated. So might be better to wait, but it seems to be going on all right, so I'm going to continue forging ahead, as they say. I like this color. This is ground espresso. Is kind of a warm brown, and it's interesting to see the kind of almost pinky colors noticeable against the coffee stains. All right, so then here I'm going to go around this on kind of all sides, and the same on the other side, because it is going to be it's going to be added on there. You know what? Where's my actual tickets? It's just not quite. Well, it's not bad, I guess. Well, let's just fold it in half right over the edge. Gives me a kind of more of a straight edge without... Oh, maybe it doesn't. I was thinking, maybe make it a little easier to fold it, but apparently no. Alright, so this is an actual ticket, not a vintage ticket, but... So it is stiffer. That's why I grabbed it, just because I was wondering, this is just copy paper. I'm just thinking, what does it look like if we did two? And I think I'm just going to use staples. I like the idea of staples on here. And then this one. Let's see what we're going to get if we get a staple across. Will we get it across? We won't. So let's do two staples so that we get it down really well. All right. So that allows us to have little things popping up, but we still have this little tab to decorate if we so chose. And I have some different kind of pieces over here. Let's see. Put a little bit of that on. Put a little of this on. Let's see here. I'm just going to dump those little scraps off. Alright, and I'm going to put that like that. That's fun. Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to pull this right to the edge there and bring this down kind of over the staples. The paper will do okay. It'll be fine. I am videoing. Alright, so let's try putting that in our book. slide this in here and see if we'll be able to get that out. We should be able to get that out. No problem, then. Look at that. That looks great. And it's not too fat for here because it is a belly band and it does have some give. So I like that. And we have had a chance to use some washi in here, which is fun. All right, so this last one, this last spot, I was actually thinking, what if I just trimmed this and used this as the decoration on there? I actually think that that could be just the simplest. So let's try that. Let's see, I'm going to add this little number thing to my numbers. I guess I'll add that later. All right, let's put some blue on that, or let's put some teal, turquoise on that one instead of the traditional. I think that'll be fun to bring the colors here a bit, because this little guy is kind of blue, so I think it'll help. Oh yeah, so cute. We could still put a word on here maybe. Everything wants to go flying on me. Alright, so we can put these tickets away. Tickets and stamps go in there. But I want a word, so let's pull this part out and let's get down to these things down here. Let's see. Maybe you light up my life. Does that work for a jellyfish? Happiness always in the yellow. So I'm just kind of auditioning these and just seeing what I think looks good. This one was a bit big. This one is just not quite the right colors. It seems like it's almost too pale for the words to be red, but too bright to go with what's there. Every good thing, give thanks. Everything. Okay, so then I have, so these are the ones that I've stamped on those pieces of paper. But then underneath I have stuff I've taken out of a book page. Over the sea. Perfect. Seems to suit with my little jellyfish, I think. And normally I might put something underneath this to mount it, but I don't think it needs it because it's already, the page is a bit decorated. So it already has some pop of color behind, and I think this can you know, just sit right there with the other stuff that's already going on. Over the sea. Okay, and this is a bit of cardstock, so I think we'll put this in the middle, but we're going to put our tacky glue on the outside just for extra security. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's really cute. I like how that looks. Awesome. A little smiley face just makes me giggle. Alright, so back to the page where we were at. Oh, well, see? Let's put a little tacky glue on this one. I wondered how it would stick. This is this white It doesn't show it maybe on camera so well, but it has kind of like a weave finish on the top. And I was wondering what was going to happen, if it was going to just peel off or what. So it looks like it is not going to stick down quite as good as I had hoped. So let's use tacky glue and make sure it stays where it's supposed to. Or else, you hear me? You hear me, Mr. Brown Trout? Alright, so this is just that tag cut and decorated, but it's actually a piece of coffee dyed paper that you can do lots of extra journaling on, which is kind of a fun thing. Alright, so our back signature is just about done. There's just this one page, the over the top belly band, that's made a piece of file folder to work on. And then this back one is done. It's hard to believe. Alright, so what did we work on today? We got this little flippy outy journaling spot done. Oh, and I tucked in some extra journaling paper there. That was before. Then we had this card that we put the tabs on and put a little coffee dyed on the back, and that goes behind there, and it adds a nice little pattern to this, just slightly faintly like that. And then, oh, we have this page to do too, so we'll probably get that done in another video, those two. There we go. Oh, I was so optimistic. That's the back half of the back signature, and then we still have some in the front here. But, you know, about 3 spots, I guess. We have 3 spots left to work on, so that'll be fun. Looks like at least one more video for that section. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and do all the stuff. Definitely interact with me. Tell me what you're thinking about this. Are you working on a little golden book too, or have you? I always like to hear about that. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll just see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.